Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum, and very glad to meet you on this live. And tonight we talk about a very interesting topic, which is the heavy or the missed periods in ladies. Many ladies and many women now are experiencing some troubles with the menstrual cycle, and some pain, and some the period is late, is heavy, or it can stop. That many ladies now the period stopped, and this is a serious problem that we should talk about, and also that ladies should pay attention to this problem. And the first thing I would advise all these ladies who had the period stopped, they should not panic, they should not get some dark idea, they should not be stressed or depressed or and so on, but take it easy, please take it easy, and everything can be solved with. But in this show I will give some advices and some tips for ladies who had the period stopping for any reason, and I don't talk about the cause or some, that the main cause is some hormonal imbalance, as some searchers and some doctors stated that the main problem is the hormonal imbalance, and the hormonal imbalances are due to some other imbalances in the diet, and also the psychological factor that you should be really informed about. This only two factors who can lead to the hormonal imbalances. The first one is the psychological state, the psychological factor. And so now that, because now women or ladies now are working hard, are working fast, are doing a lot of things in the same time, that because there are a lot of things that should be done every day and in the due time, if I can say. And so that all the ladies now are get stressed by this. The life now is going fast, and so now women or ladies are trying to do everything should be done in the day, and this is not, in some cases or in most cases, this is not possible now. And so the psychological factor first, but there is another factor which is the main factor is the diet, is the lifestyle, and the lifestyle is the diet. We talk about the diet. That because some imbalance in the diet may lead to imbalance in the hormonal system. And so any food imbalance is related to many conditions, not only the hormonal imbalance or the hormonal dysfunction. So some menorrhea, some bleeding, and some pain, and some premenstrual syndrome, and a lot of things. Now a lot of ladies now around the world now are experiencing that this problem, some troubles with the menstrual cycle, and a lot of them now the period stopped. So we'll give some tips, some advices, and some information that just to take back and the normal hormonal cycle and the normal period. So the first one is the psychological factor, that you should not panic, you should not be scared by this problem, and you should not get some dark idea about it. But because we know that this is ladies are very sensitive to this problem. When the period stopped, so the lady can panic and get dark ideas. She's stressed, she's depressed, and so on. So please don't panic, and everything can find a solution, and we will help you. Hope that I can help, and we'll give some tips and some advices and some information that to take back to this normal hormonal cycle. Anyway, that the first one is do not panic, and psychologically they should be good, and so a good behavior, and also a good mood if possible. So, and the second one is the diet. You should have a balanced diet. What mean that balanced diet? A lot of people now are talking about a balanced diet. What does it mean? So a balanced diet is a diet you should not get not too much fat and less fibers. This is imbalance. This is a problem in the diet. So, and ladies who had the period stopped, they had this problem, who are now experiencing this problem, they should stop eating, should avoid, so if they can, all kind of meats, that because meats are source of cholesterol and also the saturated fat, and also meats including poultry and animals, and also some dairy meat, some products, dairy products, and also meat products. So all the products or the animal originated food should be avoided for these ladies who had the period stopped or some other troubles. This condition is serious and it can be solved. So if you can follow this, and we are not obliging everybody to follow our tips or our advices. We are giving these advices, these information just to help people having these conditions and hope that can help, but we cannot oblige anybody to follow them. So, and this the balanced diet is in this case a good diet. A balanced diet is too much fibers, too much antioxidants, and also omega-3 and minerals and vitamins, and less cholesterol, less saturated fat, and also some hazardous compounds included in processed foods like food additives, and not pesticides. So pesticide we have only minute or tiny amounts in food, but food additives we can get a lot of them in all processed foods, and also the packaging materials which are from now plastic or aluminium. And so you have to pay attention to all these things, that because it's the main factor. Just and if you can have some food made, homemade food, only what you can cook in your house, and when you can prepare, all the meals should be prepared at house, and avoid eating outside your house, avoid eating some fast food and junk food, and also avoid the animal sourced foods, so dairy products and meats too, including poultry, because of the saturated fat and because of the cholesterol. That because the cholesterol is a trigger of this hormonal imbalance, is a trigger of problems of the menstrual cycle. And the cholesterol, saturated fat should be avoided, which are included, which may contain it in animal sourced foods. And the second factor is you should eat too much fiber. All vegetal sourced foods are rich in fibers and antioxidants in the same time. So a group of food should be included in your diet. And this group is ignored in the American countries and also in the European countries. They don't eat seeds like flax seeds, sesame, and black cumin, and also fenugreek, cress seeds, and coriander seeds, cilantro, coriander seeds, and also fennel and anise, and also the caraway. And these seeds should be included in the diet. Why? That because they are source of phytosterol and phytoestrogen, and they may play a positive role on the hormonal imbalance in ladies. Phytosterol and phytoestrogens, and also some kind of fibers which may nourish, which may reinforce and boost the microbiota, your probiotics in the colon, so in your bowel. And these factors may help these ladies. And first, so that's the psychological factor. Second, the diet should be balanced, and balanced means that your diet should be rich in fibers and antioxidants, and should not contain any saturated fat, and also any source of cholesterol, which are animal sourced foods. And also your food should contain omega-3. The omega-3 is, you can find it in fish, and also in flax seeds, in sesame, and also in many other grains like soya and so on. But the main source is fish, and if you can use or if you can eat some flax seeds, that it may help. That's because it's a source of omega-3 in the same time, and source of phytosterol and phytoestrogens, like some fats also, what we call it, the clean fats in almond and also in nuts. And so this problem can be solved only by those two factors. But if we can improve it by adding some sports. They should move. I should practice some exercise every day, and sports. We should move every day. And so exercise every day, and the morning and evening, and two times a day. And also fasting or starvation if you can. Fasting and starvation may also help regulating the hormonal imbalance, and also may also activate this take back of the normal hormonal cycle. Sports or exercise every day, fasting or starvation, And also this vegetarian diet, or the clean, what we call it, the green and the clean diet, the natural diet and the safe diet, is the not vegan, vegetarian, that because you will eat fish. So avoid only the animal sourced foods and also processed foods if you can, and then home cooked foods that you can replace, and you should replace the processed oils by the olive oil. That because olive oil is rich in antioxidants, and it doesn't contain any food preservatives. It doesn't contain any chemical. It's natural. The olive oil may not contain the BHT, BHA, which are some chemical antioxidants used in the processed oils. And also home cooked food, that also, and these factors, so now exercise or sport, so exercise, fasting, and if you can get the cupping therapy. I know that in the American countries, the European countries, the cupping therapy is not so practiced, is known, but it's not practiced. But in the Asian countries, it's practiced. In all the Asian countries, they know the cupping therapy, and you call it hijama. I'm advising you hijama. I'm not talking about hijama, but I'm advising you to have a session or two of hijama, of cupping therapy, for the ladies who had the period stopped. It's very important that, because hijama is among the factors which must help in regulating the hormonal system, and also the menstrual cycle. Many other things that you can help. It's very beneficial for your body. It's very beneficial for your health. So globally. And these factors may help these ladies who had the period stopped. And I know that ladies now, when they see the period stopped, they get angry, they are not happy, and they can panic, and they can look for any treatment. Yes, you can visit your doctor, you can have your treatment. I'm not talking about the treatment, and these things should not replace the treatment and should not be substituted to your treatment. Anyway, natural treatment may exist also, but if you can see that you are improving your health, and so that you can check with your doctor or your health provider, your health care provider, you can check with him. And these factors are very sufficient for these ladies, and they are very helpful. So that anyway, they should do something, that they cannot stay without doing anything. But at least this may give the hope to these ladies that one day they will take back to the normal hormonal cycle. And so it's better to not do nothing, to not do anything. So it's better now. But try to these things, that because they will also help you thinking, so forgetting your problem. When you follow this procedure, that at least you will forget the problem. That's because you are thinking all time to this problem, to your condition. And a lot of ladies now are they panic first. They panic. Anyway, that you should do something for this, and you should do something yourself. So not count on anybody. And these things may not disturb your life, and they are not dangerous. They are not true. There is no restriction for this. That's because natural food, home cooked food, and clean food, safe food, natural food. You cannot fight better than this, and it's also better for all the disease, not only for this condition. But I think that now the period that are many ladies, thousands of ladies now, the period stopped, and it's a serious problem. It's a true problem. No, it's a real problem, and so these ladies should do something for. They can help themselves first, and then they can go and visit your doctor, your gynecologist, and so take your treatment. Or in many cases, if you see that there is a hope to get your period back, that's okay. But you can check this with your doctor. Anyway, these tips and this information are very helpful for you. That because you know that the hormonal system may depend on 3 or 4 things in food. So it's the hormonal system is disturbed by the cholesterol and the free radicals which are generated by digestion from processed foods, from too much sugar, and also from meats, all kind of meats and dairy products. And for this reason that we should omit, you should omit dairy products or animal sourced foods because they are source of cholesterol. Cholesterol is an enemy of the hormonal system. Is a trigger, it's a trigger of this condition. And the second thing that you should get too much fibers. That fibers are phytoestrogens and fibers in cereals, also in legumes like beans, so lentils and soya and so fava beans and so peas and a lot. These are source also of phytoestrogens. They are also so good. And the group of seeds is a source of phytoestrogen and also phytosterol and some short chain fatty acids and also some fibers which are used by. They may be used as prebiotic for the probiotic. They are nourishing your friendly bacteria in the bowel. And also that if you have some money, that because some food supplements now are expensive, but in many countries you can find them easily, like in the European countries, also in the American countries, that you can find them easily in the markets, in the places that they are now selling a lot of supplement foods that you can find it in pharmacy, in your green pharmacy, in all the area who are selling now food supplements and green products or natural products or bioproducts. So, and the supplements, the food supplements which might help in these conditions are propolis. And people who cannot find fish or don't like fish or so, they should have some omega-3 caps. Ladies should use 3 grams to 4 grams omega-3 per day. And also propolis, so 1 gram, 2 grams per day, that's okay. I think that people in United States and Canada, American countries also, that you can find the green propolis, the Brazilian propolis, it's very good for this condition, and also for this condition and many other conditions, including cancer. And the propolis also, so royal jelly is also so good. Also, and some infusion that you can, some tea from herbs or plants, and a lot of tea plants can be used as tea, as hot drink every day, and the evening is better to take it the evening before going to bed, before sleeping. That's my help also in this condition. Anyway, these tips, that this problem, I know that there are a lot of ladies around the world who are now suffering from this condition, from this problem. They are suffering, really they are suffering, because I'm getting every day many calls from many countries about the same problem, about this problem, including some endometriosis and some bleeding and some menorrhea and some, a lot of problems related to the hormonal imbalance. This is a hormonal dysfunction or hormonal imbalance which may lead to all these conditions, these symptoms. Anyway, that I must sum up, I must summarize these ideas, and you can take notes of this. That may sure it will help you, that because these things are natural and they are not harmful for your body. That first, that the psychological factor is very important. Second is the diet, the food, and the diet factor is also important, and the physical factor is also 3 factors. The physical factor is exercises and fasting, and also the cupping therapy. There are 3 physical factors. They are important. And also the diet should be free of any animal products, any animal food, sourced food, so cholesterol, because of the cholesterol and saturated fat. And so your diet should be rich in fibers, the vegetarian diet, and all the vegetable materials that you can use it, including cereals, beans or legumes, and also seeds. Do not forget the seeds. And also your food should be spicy. The hot spices like ginger, galanga, and so the pepper. Pepper is very important. And also the nutmeg, to some extent, cinnamon, yes, why not? It may help also, and also the turmeric, and many other spices. All hot spices are very good for this condition. The late or the missed periods. And there are many food groups or food components, including the herbs and plants, which can be used as hot drink, And also spices should be included in your food, or you can prepare also a drink from ginger or galonga. Also, it's a drink, why not? And also the seeds and legumes and also cereals. Avoid animal sourced foods, but you can eat fish, why not, if you can find, and if you like. So, and also these herbs and the food supplements that if you can find propolis, it's very sufficient, it's enough. Propolis and also royal jelly, why not? Royal jelly, why not, if you can find it. I think that in European and American countries, they have no problem with these food supplements. They can find them with the food supplements. They can find them easily. And I think they are cheaper than in our countries. And some other, you can help yourself by anything that you see that is very beneficial. If you can cook at home, you can use your kitchen for solving your problem. And this, as I said before, this cannot be substituted to any treatment or to any, healing procedure. So from the medicine. And anyway, and with these tips, with this information and so on, that it's easy to take note, because it's very complicated when we talk science about this. Why cholesterol, why saturated fat, why antioxidants, why fibers, and so on. Everything may have a role, but so I prefer to give these these advices and this information as simple as possible for people, that to be practiced and to be easy to use, and easy to follow. And I think that if you can take note, this is now, you can eat everything you can prepare in yourself, in your house. All the vegetal materials that you can eat, no problem. With green leaves and some plants and some herbs and a lot of things you can use. Don't mix all of in the same time. And you know that you have to check in any way. You have to check with periods, and you have also to wait. So it may take some time, but just wait, and do not be really in a hurry. So don't panic. In 2 months, in 3 months, but why not? If you can take back the normal hormonal cycle, why not? Or menstrual cycle, that's okay. So and some ladies, when they use this, when they follow this procedure for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they see that there is nothing occur, and there is, I cannot feel anything. Yes, not in 1 week and in 2 weeks. So in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, yes, you will feel it. And in the same time, you have to check with your health, so the global health. If you feel that you are good, that's okay. Anyway, for the period or for other things, that it's good for all the health, all the conditions, not only for this hormonal imbalance, but all the conditions, including cancer, including some autoimmune diseases, and including diabetes, including heart diseases, and also a lot of other conditions. Why not? This procedure is good, that because there is nothing harmful in it, and it's controlled, and it's balanced. It's okay. It's studied accurately, and everything is there. You can find fibers, vitamins, minerals, sugars, and all things are there, that you can find them. There is no lack in this procedure. And so do not forget the physical factors. Have a session of cupping therapy and exercise every day, fasting and starvation 2 times, 3 times a week. If you cannot fast, just starvation for 10 hours. And when you fast or when you practice the starvation, please do not eat too much. When in the breaking meal, do not eat too much, and drink too much water, so warm water if possible. And hope that these tips and these advices may help you. And there are a lot of other conditions we talk about, like some problems, some pain in the heart, and some, this is a serious problem now, and also in children now. A lot of children now are suffering from this problem, that we'll talk about this problem also. But unfortunately, I cannot give a show in English every week, so I have no time. But I think that in French, yes, every Monday we have a show live every Monday in French, and also on Saturday in Arabic. But in English, I will try to have it Wednesday or Sunday. Inshallah, I will try to gave a show, but the hot topic, the main topic, so the serious problems. So we'll talk about some serious problems, not only talking for not talking for nothing. Anyway, see you in another live, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.